Good morning. It does work? Okay, I can't quite hear it from here for some reason, but if you can hear me, that's great. Today is Nirvana Day and also Pet Memorial Day, so it's a special service. We appreciate your being here today. So we will start with Sambujo, which you'll find on page 22 of your service book. And then the sutra chanting for today is Jusege, which is on page 24. So.
Can I please ask everyone to put your palms together and gasho, bow your head in contemplation and respect. As we say together, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Anna, Namo Anna. The White River Buddhist Temple, Sangha, is gathered today to observe the memorial of the passing of the Buddha Shakyamuni, the sage of the Shakas, as well as the passing of all of our pets, animal companions who have passed. The Buddha states that all living beings must eventually pass away, and all who have gone on before have taught us this truth. In thinking on this truth, we reflect on these lives, and upon realizing the great wisdom and compassion they have shown us, say in gratitude the name Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Please put your hands together in Gasho or bow your head in contemplation as we say together Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namana, Namana.
Shina
Can I ask everyone to please once more put your palms together and gosh bow your head in contemplation and respect. As we say together, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Naman Nuts, Naman.
For those of you who are able, please rise, and we will have the reading of the three treasures you'll find on page 3. And then please remain standing for our Goth Hour song, which I'll announce later. Three treasures. Fortunate is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Rare is it to encounter the teachings of the Buddha. Now we hear it. We do not seek the truth of the Dharma in this life. In what life shall we find it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principal way to enlightenment and awaken within us our highest aspiration. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the Dharma and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in a life of harmony, in a spirit of universal brotherhood, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriad of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful teaching. Now we're able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amidabhats. Namo Amidabhats. Namanda. 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 Please turn to page 91 for the song Buddha Loves You. Thank you. You may be seated. I guess we had a bunch of quiet fish at the end. So now we will have a Dharma message from Reverend Cindy.
Can I ask everyone to please put your palms together in Gasho about your head in contemplation and respect as I read these words from Shakyamuni Buddha. The Buddha said, "Now I have expounded this sutra for all sentient beings and have enabled you to see the Buddha of immeasurable life and everything in his land. If you have questions about what to do, you should ask me now, so that you may not give rise to further doubt after I have entered Nirvana. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo no. Namo no. Hello, everyone. I hope you all had a nice week. Today we are observing our annual Nirvana Day service, our Neha'e, as well as our annual Pet Memorial service. This is the day that we remember all, and I like to colloquially call them pets, but I do call them animal companions because they are your companions during life. And so I will use the phrase animal companions when talking about our pets during this Dharma message. But because we are observing these memorials, I thought it was important for me to talk about the larger sutra a bit. So what I took today is from the larger sutra and is actually from the latter part of the larger sutra. And I'll requote it. This is actually Shakyamuni Buddha, who again is the historical Buddha who lived in what was then called India 2,500 years ago. And Shakyamuni Buddha, in this case, is talking to Maitreya Bodhisattva. They are the Bodhisattva, or I guess they are the being, I should say. They are the being who would become the next Buddha in this world. So Shakyamuni Buddha is a Buddha who lived in our world. And then the next one to come is the Buddha after them, which currently is Bodhisattva Maitreya. So they are not a Buddha yet, so they have not achieved their Buddha name. Thus, right now, they don't have necessarily a Buddha name. Thus, we call them Bodhisattva Maitreya. But for a portion of the larger sutra, Shakyamuni Buddha is talking to Bodhisattva Maitreya because they, again, are going to be the next Buddha in this life. Not in this life, in this world. And thus, they're basically, in a way, lecturing them. And so they are not only talking to Bodhisattva Maitreya, but they are also talking about to the other bodhisattvas in the various worlds, as well as their disciples that are in front of them at the time of this sutra. And so they state, "Now I have expounded this sutra, this larger sutra, for all sentient beings, and have enabled you to see the Buddha of immeasurable life and everything in their land." Again, the Buddha of immeasurable light and infinite light is Amida Buddha, the Buddha in the center of our altar. They then continue, "If you have questions about what to do, you should ask me now, so that you may not give rise to further doubt after I have entered Nirvana." And of course, I don't have to point out that this sutra is made at that time. And as people who don't live in that time, we have many questions that we were not able to ask Shakyamuni Buddha. But the one thing I want to talk about today is the fact that Shakyamuni Buddha knew they were going to pass, and thus encourage people / bodhisattvas, gods and other beings, to ask them questions as long as they were physically here. And so they encouraged people to continue to ask them questions. But as someone who lives in a time where we do not have contact with Shakyamuni Buddha, it is impossible to ask them questions. And so, especially this point, for this quote, what I take from this is the fact that Shakyamuni Buddha knew that there was limited time for them on
in this world. And so encourage people to ask questions and enjoy the time with them. And so when we're also remembering today the lives of our animal companions today. How does this connect to Nirvana Day, the day that Shakyamuni Buddha passed away? So one of the things is that we know Shakyamuni Buddha understands impermanence because of the fact that they had previous incarnations, that before they weren't just human. According to Mahayana Buddhism, there are 6 realms, and one of these realms is the animal realm, where all animals reside. And thus, we understand that Shakyamuni Buddha, in their incarnations, was at once an animal. Knowing this, knowing that they have been reincarnated countless number of times, thus encountered death, thus encountered other beings throughout their various lives, they teach us then how we cannot escape impermanence. And so in Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, that is why we think of our animal companions as bodhisattvas. Because, like Shakyamuni Buddha, they may be on the path to Buddhahood. Thus, they are constantly guiding us through our life. They are constantly there during our low times. They're constantly there during our happy times. And we're able to have so much memories with them. And thus, this quote also talks to me, says to me, reminds me that we have a limited amount of time with our loved ones, with those we care about. And so it is very hard to not only be without a Buddha in this life, or at least in my lifetime. In this world, it's hard to not have a Buddha to guide us. To guide us during those times we lose not only family, friends, but also animal companions. But we have the sutras, we have each other to help during these times that we remember about impermanence. And so today is one of those days that we remember, again, Shakyamuni Buddha who passed away, but also the animal companions who have passed away during our lifetimes, who have been with us, our bodhisattvas who are on their way to enlightenment. We remember them today. We remember the impermanence that they have taught us. And think about how they have improved our lives, how they have touched our lives, and continue to touch our lives, even though they're no longer with us. And so, like Shakyamuni Buddha, who is constantly encouraging us to say, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha, even though they have passed, our animal companions are also encouraging us to say it, because in Jodo Shinshu we do believe that those who have passed come back to us in the form of Namo Amida Butsu and comfort us during the times, those sad times, those happy times, during these times where we remember and wish they were with us. And so, I would like to conclude today's Nirvana Day and Pet Memorial Service as we bring them back to us with the recitation of Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. So please put your palms together in Gasho, or bow your head in contemplation and respect as we think upon all our animal companions who we have lost, as well as all the friends and family members who come back to us. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo.
Thank you for your Dharma message, Sensei. Now we will please rise if you're able to. We will have a song or gatha, Odoksan 2, on page 153, and remain standing for the reading of the Daily Creed of Jodo Shinshu on page 8. So please turn to page 8 for the Daily Creed of Jodo Shinshu and read along with me. Realizing enlightenment is assured and reciting the Nembutsu, I shall live my life cheerfully and positively. Understanding the oneness of life and cultivating self-reflection, I shall diligently attend to my life's tasks in gratitude. Recognizing the Dharma path, I shall respect and help others. Appreciating the Buddha Dharma, I shall respect and help others, working for the good of society. Namo Midabats, Namo Midabats, Namanda, Namanda, Namanda. Thank you. You may be seated. So, are there any guests today that would like to be acknowledged? Okay. Then we will have announcements.
Good morning. if you've picked up one of the pink announcement forms, a lot of this is in here. There's also a lot of different forms out in the foyer. We have this fundraiser that's coming up on the 28th at Panda Express, and you have to order online, okay, in order to get credit for this. So there's some pamphlets out there so you can order if you'd like to. Also, there is a form out there from BCA. It gives all of the different ways that you can make donations to BCA, and I'm going to go over some of this at our general meeting today, but just wanted, if you have to leave, please grab one. And then next Saturday, the 22nd, BCA has several workshops in the afternoon from 1 until 4 that are open to anybody. So if you're interested in this, let me know. I've got some forms that show you how to access those workshops. And I think for those of you who are not in leadership roles or have been to National Council, it's a good way to learn about some of the things that are going on at BCA. So it's free. There's 4 different sessions. They're like around 50 minutes to an hour long, but you can take a look. You don't have to attend all of them. You can attend the ones that you're interested in, okay? And today we have our general meeting right after service, so we will start the meeting at 11:30. Grab coffee. There's treats on the back table there, and we'll meet right in here, okay? Thank you.
We are entering, we just started our 3rd year of Engaging the Dharma group discussions, and I think some people anyway will enjoy them. We are going to have next week, right after service, we're going to discuss a topic that is very interesting and thought-provoking. And rather than listen to me babble on, we're going to have a guest facilitator. And so it's definitely worth planning for. So next week, next Sunday, everybody remember, 11:30, right after service. Be there or be square.
Hello, everyone. I'm putting on my Tacoma Buddhist Temple hat right now. I was encouraged to remind people that next Saturday is the deadline to get your sukiyaki, your beef or vegetarian sukiyaki or chicken teriyaki for the Tacoma Buddhist Temple Sukiyaki fundraiser, which will be March 2nd. The pre-orders, again, will be due by February 22nd. It means that if you want an entree, you have to pre-order it. They will not allow you to go there and pick it up in person without having an order. This is the last week to do so. What I'm planning on doing is I plan to actually get the sukiyaki on March 2nd, and then we're actually going to have a sukiyaki watch party for the Oscars that night. So maybe that's a good idea for some people is to do an Oscars watch night with sukiyaki. Please pre-order by this Saturday, February 22nd, and help support the Tacoma Buddhist Temple. Thank you.
Let's try this. I think that brings us to the end of our service today. As I said, it was announced that we do have a general meeting afterwards at 11:30, so beverages and snacks are available back there. So let's have our closing words. Mine are just disappeared. So anyone want to help me start this thing? My life is not only my life, it's the life of others. Vices. I am grateful. Thank thank you very much for helping me out with my notes in front of me. You're welcome to come up and do a shoko for yourself, for the pets. Oops, there they are.
No, I put it in front of you.
Oh, help from the heavens. So be safe, and we will see you the next time. Thank you very much.